Hello, welcome to Old Oak Bridge. This is a video of pretty much my layout and update, really to show how I've done. A lot of people have said to me, oh, you've got a railway, you know, let's see some pictures, and have you got any updates? So I thought I'd do a video. I don't normally do videos because I normally end up in catastrophe, so I thought, well, give it a go and show you what's going on, what I've done. It's about to get run over by a train, so oh, hang on a second. There we go. Let's get this one through. Yeah, I'm using the camera down low on the track, so shaking hands doesn't help. So there we go. This is my layout. This is Old Oak Bridge, and if you look down the end, down there in the corner, is a little parcel depot, and it goes round there to my engine shed. And it goes round into that corner, which there'll be I think there'll be a little housing estate over there somewhere that I haven't decided yet. So you've got the oil depot, engine shed. It looks like the lights are blue, but they're actually grey. But I think I'll change them out for some different LEDs. It's something that I've noticed going around that the camera's picked up. So learning curve there. Anyway, this then goes down to this section, which is my main line. It's not a huge layout. It's 12 foot by 8, and it's based in the shed, so it just runs around the top edge of the shed, so it gives me all this nice working space around here when I'm building, doing stuff. So I have all this space to do. I'm going to show you all that sort of rubbishy stuff. So realistically, this is, you know, my build. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I've had 4 layouts. My first one, I was a young kid, built with my dad, and I loved it, but it was something I never really took the passion up with. Just always loved trains, and then as I got older, you discovered that you as a hobby, you get crazy into trains. So yeah, that's me. Welcome to me, Garry. I think it was the second layout. Second layout I built was in the loft in our old house. Got very big, very complicated, kept banging my head to the point once I actually fell through the ceiling and ended up in the bathroom. Wife was not impressed with a massive hole looking down, or looking up I should say. So yes, so it was hence the shed build out the way so I could do this. The third one we did, and then we moved, and I made a lot of mistakes on that, and I had a DC layout, read a lot about DCC, scared, kept away from it, and then I thought I want to build another layout. We've got a new shed, and I thought this is it. This is my time to build a new layout, bigger and better. I was going to do DCC, but steered away from it, didn't want to do it. So this was going to be a DC layout through and through, until I watched Everard Junction on the internet, and it's changed my mind. It's persuaded me. Thanks Richard. Some of the great stuff you've done and the detailing, and I think looking at what DCC can do and what it couldn't do maybe years ago has made me think this is the step I want to be in. So hence this is now DCC. So a little bit of a cost, but looking back you can see the trains are so much more reliable. I'm just going to bring one down. So yeah, it's a lot worth it. You can see I've got 3 trains running at the moment. Nearly crashed into each other then, so I just averted an accident. It's not easy playing trains and filming, I've just discovered that. So the layout is based between Old Oak Common and South Acton. So yes, it's really just my childhood memories, climbing over diesels, hearing the trains going up and down the back of the garden at Nan and Grandad's house, that kind of thing. So it's what's fueled my passion, and hence where I am today. I don't do how-to videos because there is so many around. I know Everard Junction, again, I'm sorry to mention name, but you have done so many and such great work, and all these techniques are fantastic and they really do work. So anybody modelling, definitely start there. There's so much knowledge that guy's put into everything, and it certainly works. I've used some techniques are on my own, and it's taken me 6 months to get this far. So here we are, 6 months later. There we go. You can see the trains I got. I used to have a lot of Lima, I used to have a lot of Hornby. I just wasn't happy, never really did anything with it, built layouts, never actually got them running, just didn't look good. So I decided that this year was going to be the big swap round. I went DCC, bought chips for trains. Some I added into the old Hornby ones, the Locos and the Limas, and they were a nightmare. Had some DMUs, and again they were driving me mad. So I decided to upgrade all my wagons, all my trains, and had a clear out, sold a load on eBay, and with the money I made I bought some new stuff. But I've been buying Bachmann, and I've got a couple of Hornby. I think I've got 2 Lima to date out of the, I think it's about 20 trains I've got. I've discovered the Bachmanns are great. They're so smooth, a lot heavier. Reliability, I mean, these are all running on Bachmann decoders, and they're just smooth, detailed, and they've got lights in. It's cheaper doing that than actually trying to convert them, the older engines, and then get a better quality and a better reliability. I have bought some Hornby decoders, and I have found them, I struggled with them, not really work for me. So might work for everybody else, but they just don't work for me. So I've always used Bachmann, and hence the Bachmann trains, Bachmann decoders, just find them so much better. There is some other ones, but they're just ones I've not trialled. It's just what I've noticed. Got a little steam area here. I do like a little bit of steam. Steam's in the family, so got to have a bit of steam. So that's my little steam area. That's a Hornby unit, the Class 34041. The old Battle of Britain tin cans, they used to call them, span cans they used to call them. There's one that runs down the Watercress line that I've actually driven once many years ago, but so hence it's on the layout. And there's a little, in there somewhere is a Bachmann Great Western engine hiding down there. I don't even just see the camera, I'll pick it up. There she is, hiding down there. So yeah, oh, we just had a disaster, just derailed a truck, look, oh god, it gets crazy, look. So yeah, I've got a lot to do. I say it's taking me 6 months to get this far. I'm running a bus wire all underneath, so I'll show you underneath. Okay, right, so you can see I run a bus wire that feeds all my track, which is 5-amp cable, runs all the way around, what you use for lighting. And then I've got 12 volt, which is using that controller over there. This one here is actually running the 12 volt supply for all the lighting you see here. So that's all running, and I'm lighting over there in the little goods yard over there. The parcel depot, I should say, is running on 12 volt. So separate power, keep it simple. I don't really have any running issues. I spent this morning, this little baby was going around cleaning the track for me. Even though it looks like it's cleaning the track, it really was cleaning the track this morning. So yeah, she was cleaning the track, and yeah, that's pretty much pretty good. So I'm just thinking a bit there. Thinking and playing is not good practice. I discovered this morning I was trying to do some filming, the dog was barking, the phone was ringing, and suddenly derailed 3 trains. So oops, never mind, we're all good. Anyway, so yeah, just give you a little update on the trains I got again, Bachmann. I love the Bachmann Class 37s. They're so detailed. This one I actually got on eBay. It was broken, had missing buffers, and the lights weren't working. But a little bit of playing with it. You can buy all the parts, a little bit of a respray. That's why I've heavy resprayed it, to cover up the marks where I've glued them in and redone them, repositioned stuff. So you wouldn't know the difference now. But yeah, that was a good buy. I think I got that for about 30 quid. Running fine, it was just damaged parts. Upgraded it, it's done. I've got a Class 37 in the yard there, if I can get him moving. Oh, it's just moved the shed. Oh dear, I'm sure that doesn't happen in real life. There we go. This one here I won on eBay, bid on it. I think I got £60 I paid for that one. Lovely engine. Somebody's weathered it for me. It's got the frost grills. Normally seen up north towards Scotland, coal sector. But I did discover, being based at Old Oak, my layout, that this train actually was scrapped at Old Oak in its old age. So it has sat at Old Oak Common in its life, so I'm quite happy with that. You can see down the back there, I got that from Hatton's. Like, I buy most of my trains from Hatton's. They get a real good service, and they're really fantastic what they do. That one is the Class 401, Class 47, number 401, and it has the sound in it, as you can hear it kicking up. Don't like sound things. I experimented with it, find it too expensive. But this is the Hornby Railroad range, and actually I quite like it. I bought a new body for it because it was the old fuel sector, so I've done an upgrade, and yeah, I really quite like it. A few jerky moments with it, but tweaking the decoder, again it's got a Bachmann decoder in, it's now running fine and does all the things it should do. Starting up now. I think we'll just go for a drive. Hang on. Easy, mate. I'll shut you off. You can have your lunch. So yeah, he's that's quite a good train. I quite like that one. I was quite impressed. So I've got a Bachmann one there, another back one there. Let's see, my Class 20, which I use as shunting, and I've got these. These over here. This is my little. These are Class 419. Train's in the way. I'm trying to move it, but it's gone. Yeah, typical. Here we go. Right, so this one, I'll bring this out a little bit. These 419s. Now again, I got these from Hatton's. I've got two in that that livery. They were used for parcel service, but you can see as this one goes by in the British Rail Blue, it looks quite cool with some coaches on. I know they did once pull one or two coaches, but they were designed for the docks, for parcels basically and luggage. That was all it was designed for. I've got to incorporate a third rail at some place, so I shall, on my track detailing, there will be some sort of third rail just here and there, just to theme it, but not to make it look like it currently worked over it. So it's just to make it fit in. I quite like them, and I quite like them when they're pulling some coaches. They look sort of quite realistic. Shouldn't really push it back, but I'll put it in there. Yes, so I've got three of them. I like them. Well, we've got this one. Oh, the other one around here is coming around here. This is a 416. Again, I got this from Hatton's. I think it's down to £72 at the moment. I think even now, I think. So yeah, it looks quite cool. It's got a Bachmann 21-pin decoder in. It's got lights in it. And it's got a little light on the back there, you can just see. So yeah, I think it's really themed. So I've got rid of all my DMUs and upgraded to the EMUs. Just like the feel of them. They remind me of when I was younger, and they got a nice little look to them, and they look quite cool going around the layout. Just bring it down this side for you. Sorry if I'm losing the camera. I'm going to stop everything for a second. There we go, just stop it all there. So yeah, the controller I'm actually using is a Gauge Master DCC Prodigy one, DCC-1 I think, or DC-1 I think they call it, Prodigy. There it is, Prodigy Express, it's written on the bottom, look. The one cool thing I do like about it, it's easy to use, it's not very expensive, and it has all the information, even the name of it on the back there. So if you forget what you're doing, it tells you exactly what you're doing. So that's really quite cool. It's just a quite simple handset, goes down the cable, that goes into this bit here. I'll put it on hold for a minute, that's why it's flashing up. And then that is your main control unit with a power supply, and that just powers straight to the track, and then that's really what it is. I've got a few projects I've got to do. You can see back scenery. I don't like back scenery, I think it's really horrible stuff, but I will be painting this light blue, sky blue colour with a few. I might do a retaining wall down this section as like in Old Oak. There can be a warehouse that I've started doing there, and I've got to do something with this station. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've got to do something down here. I'm sure I'll plan something. And then I've got my little, which I put in yesterday actually, little bus depot, little bus stop, which I think is quite cool. Bus is going to Crystal Palace, so it's that sort of thing, going that way. And yeah, just scratch build the station, do a lot of building my own. I like building my own buildings, changing things. All these buildings are made out of balsa wood, plastic kits and balsa wood, and again this was all made from balsa wood and some corrugated sheeting that from, I think it was a wheels kit at the top there, and then I just print stickers out, put them on, paint things, add detail. If I move this out of the way, you can see all the coal behind it. You know, what are these guys doing? You've been there all day. You think they get it done by now, wouldn't you? Yeah, so I just add these details, little bits of pipe and wire, and again, there's lots of how-to videos that covers how to make fueling depots and track ballasting and things like that. One thing I did discover doing some track ballasting the other day, I only finished the track ballasting last week, and I've just finished spraying it. As you can see, I've weathered it, but I found one technique that was really good. When you're doing your track ballasting, I use this really fine medium grey blend that I put in the ballast down here. You can see it goes all the way through here. I discovered by chance really, I was cleaning my teeth and I'm thinking, oh, I've got to do that ballasting, and I've got my toothbrush and I thought, this is an old one by the way, it's not mine. And I thought, yeah, so when you put your ballast in here and it sits, sometimes when you bang it, it just flies off everywhere. Well, if you actually do this and run it down, a bit like they do with the tampering machines in real life, you find all the ballast actually drops in all into the little cracks and underneath, and it smooths out, and you actually get this nice just sleeper finish. And you can see in here it's just sort of fits in nicely, which gives a nice look as you look down once it's weathered. So yeah, I discovered the old toothbrush to bash your ballast down, you know, discovered it here first. Many uses for a toothbrush, so yes, that's a really good tip there. A lot of the little bushes I make there, I won't do too much of this, but you can see here I use different grasses, but I get hanging basket liner, and I sort of stick it down in little inch sections, let it glue for a couple of days, and then rip it up, and then you get these little, as you look down, you just get these little grassy bits that I think look quite effective. They still need trimming, but as you look down the line, you can sort of just see that it'll peeking up a little bit down the back there. So, we lost focus, there we go, somewhere down there. So you can just see the grass is there, so I think it's quite effective. So what costs something like £3 for a hanging basket, and it'll last you, I've had it for about 2-3 years. You can get this effect, hanging grass. I make my own grasses. I've got all my woodland scenics that I do use. I use my own static grass maker, which I discovered on eBay about 2 years ago. So here we go. So this is my static grass maker. As you can see, it's very technical and fantastic. All it is really some a fly squat. As you can see, a fly squat for £1, and then I just put a little, well, like a goggles box, some glasses case on the end, made a mesh that was from Halfords, and one wire goes to that mesh bit there, and the other wire is this bit here that I just hold down and press the button, and static, it makes my grass. It's as simple as that. If you're interested, anybody wants one, I'll show you how to do it, what I did, but again, there is lots of videos out there. The guys have done all the work. I don't think you need me to do it. Give them guys the credit. So yeah, that's really about it for today's video. A lot more I've got to do. I'm just doing the signals at the moment. I've just scratch built them. It's just so much to do. but I'll get around to it and do bits by pieces. So hope you enjoy. I'll leave some shots of some running trains because I think it's just a nice finish, and I've seen other guys do it, so I'm going to do the same. Until next time, thank you very much. Bye.